Impressive. Thanks.
And we finally have access to the merchants. Who got supports? Oh. Oh. We're gonna get very scathing in these. Oof. Ouch. There's gonna be some heat. Who does Annette have a support with? Oh, Ingrid. Nice. I think this is actually one of the time-locked ones. If you don't get this before the time skip, you're not getting it at all. So let's save. Let's certify some people, and then we get... and then we can get into the supports. So we're gonna need 1, 2... No, he's already an archer. Oh, but we could certify him into brigand. Okay. Yeah, we're not gonna do that just yet. Dedu, Sylvain, and Ingrid. So let's get 3. Dedu goes into brigand, please. Thank you. He's the only person who's actually going to stay in brigand for proper leveling.
I passed.
The others are just going to get a knowledge gem slapped onto them, and then they're gonna get this in adjutant battles. He can go on a horse. Let's go into cavalier, please.
Okay.
Perfect, thank you. And Ingrid gets onto a Pegasus. First Pegasus Knight. Finally. I'm gonna have to make sure that she doesn't run in front of the entire class whenever we go on a field trip.
I must continue to work hard.
Because she's gonna have so much more movement options than everybody else. And we need a battalion that she can actually use. So let's see. Ingrid.
Great to meet.
Cyrus Pegasus Core. Let's go. Replenish almost everybody. And supports. There we go. So these two are both going to be painful because Felix hates people who are blindly obedient, and Ingrid hates people from Dusker, so both of these supports are going to be pretty aggressive, let's put it this way.
Hold a moment, dog.
We're starting off to a great
Are you speaking
start.
to me?
I don't see anyone else here, do you? You're that boar's lapdog.
Do not mock His Highness.
Spoken like a good pet. Why do you follow him with such devotion? Do you really think a man like that is worth it?
Fargus destroyed my homeland. Burned it all to the ground. Slaughtered my people.
The punishment of Dusker.
My father, my mother, my sibling, all were killed. We received no aid, no respite. Fargus murdered our dignity and torched our pride. His Highness is different. He is the only one who sees my people as human. He risked his life to save mine, and it is thanks to him that I no longer wish for death.
That's what we call blind obedience.
Felix, he literally just explained to you that after all the shit he's been through, Dimitri is the only one who supports him and his people. And the takeaway you get from that is blind obedience? What the fuck is wrong with you? I mean, I know what's wrong with him. He's a moody teenager who sees the world in black and white and doesn't deal with trauma very well. But what the actual duck?
Tell me, would you give your life for him?
Yes?
Yes.
And what if he commanded you to join him in a senseless massacre?
I would do it.
Even a massacre of children, or the elderly, or your own comrades?
Without hesitation. You have misunderstood me. I am the sword and shield of His Highness. Weapons do not have a will of their own.
This is admittedly also not a healthy attitude to have. Everybody in the Blue Lions needs therapy. But I don't think therapists exist in Fotland, so that's a problem.
Blind obedience. You're right. I did misunderstand. I shouldn't have called you a lapdog. You're a rabid cur. You and the Boar Prince make quite a team. Two crazed animals.
I warned you not to mock His Highness. I am aware you have a history of friendship with him, but one more word.
I've said my piece. Scamper back to your master.
Ouch. Well, let's get the other painful shit out of the way, which is Ingrid and Dedu. So yeah, let's get the casual racism out of the way.
Are you injured?
No.
Good.
I'd have cut my way through, alone, without your assistance.
My apologies.
Your apologies are empty. I spoke out of turn. I'm sorry, Dedu. His Highness has put his faith in you. You're a valuable comrade, no matter my feelings. The people of Dusker...
Save your breath. There were countless people like you in the capital. People who spat, threw things, insults and stones alike, whenever they pleased. Their anger was natural. I do not begrudge them.
I see.
You owe me no apology, and I will keep my distance on all other occasions. But on the field of battle, allow me to aid you. If you were to fall, His Highness would grieve.
I see. Then I will accept your help on the battlefield.
Understood.
So yeah, this is the thing about Ingrid and Dedu. Dedu understands why the people of Dusker hate, why the people of Fargus hate the people of Dusker, why Dimitri's people hate his people. Because their beloved king was supposedly slaughtered by the people of Dusker. So he understands that it's not just, you know, racial prejudice taken out of thin air, but it's actually tied to a very specific event that had very, very bad consequences for Fargus, because ever since King Lambert died, the country has been going to shit. So, yeah. It doesn't excuse the racism, of course, but it's not just grabbed out of thin air, it's actually tied to a very important event. And for Ingrid, that event also cost the life of her fiancé, who she loved very, very much. But she is trying. I will give her points for that. She is trying not to be a complete asshole. She is just, yeah, like all the other lions, she needs therapy. Alright, and now for something more lighthearted, let's go with Ingrid and Annette, which is one of the supports I really like because it does actually show that Ingrid subverts some tomboy tropes that are very common and that I'm so sick and tired of.
Hello, Ingrid. Can I have just a teeny tiny moment of your time?
Sure, I can spare a moment or two.
I was wondering, do you have any interest in fashion and makeup and stuff like that?
I haven't the time to bother with such frivolities. As long as basic hygiene is being met, then I'm happy.
Oh, but you're missing out on something so fun. I mean, it's not like you need it, of course. You've got beautiful bone structure, lovely hair, long legs, but aren't you interested in trying something new?
Well, thank you. I suppose I do find it all somewhat intriguing. But my time is precious to me, and my focus is on knighthood. Taking time to paint my face simply isn't a top priority.
Sure, but imagine if you could combine the two and become the most fabulous knight ever. Okay, maybe I'm taking it too far. I know knights don't necessarily need a ton of makeup or things like that for the job. I'm just saying, I really think you'd enjoy it if you opened your mind to it. All I'm talking about is a light touch. I can see it now. Your gorgeous face done up with a delicate application of makeup. The fabulous knight who everyone looks up to and wants to be.
Well, maybe? I guess. That does sound mostly harmless.
Hooray! Okay, we don't have a moment to lose. Here, take this makeup kit, play around with the colors, and see what speaks to you.
Now, wait just a...
I actually got that little kit as a gift the other day, and I wasn't sure what to do with it because I already have that one. It's a limited palette, but I think it fits the look you're going for perfectly.
I actually never agreed to start putting that stuff on my face, Annette.
What? Oh. Well then, I guess this whole kit will have to go to waste. I'll just throw it away like the garbage it is.
You're throwing it away? I can't just stand by and let something go to waste. Okay. Alright. Thank you. We can do this.
That's the spirit! Oh, and I'm happy to help you learn to apply it too. Come on, let's go to my room. I have some brush techniques to show you before you get started.
Now, don't get carried away. Ugh. She played me like a fiddle.
So what I really love, or one of the things that I really love about Ingrid is that she is very much a tomboy. She is very much not a girly girl. But yeah, Annette knows how to get away with her. And more importantly for Ingrid is not like, I am better than other girls because I don't wear makeup, or makeup sucks and is stupid and useless. She does actually see that there is that there can be a certain appeal to it, and that, you know, liking makeup does not necessarily mean somebody is a complete airhead. But she's just like, I have never tried it, I don't really want it, but I mean, I guess, why not? So that was very refreshing, seeing her go away from the usual tomboy tropes. And I think the reason why this one is time locked is because it does actually come up in later supports after the time skip. So if you didn't get it by then, it's just gone. Also, I'm pretty sure this support would not have fit into the global context of the events of the post-time skip. Anyway, where are we? We want to explore. Yeah, we definitely need to explore. Because number one, our Byleth needs some instruction in Lance if she wants to get anywhere near Pegasus Knight. And also, we are going to need to buy fishing lures. So let's see. And we should probably do this quest now. Alright. Let's go. How many points do we have? 5. And we don't have another instruction, so we can spend all of them.
Hello?
Did I already do the tournament?
Hello.
I don't think I did. I hope I didn't. I'm going to save because I do actually want the intermediate seal. Yeah, let's take Dimitri. Let's go.
You never had a chance. I must stay focused. You never had a chance. You never had a chance.
Oh, we might actually need to heal here. Okay. Restore HP. Let's go.
Is that all?
I'm not surprised that Leonie actually hit pretty hard. She is a very good character. Yep, intermediate seal. Got it. Perfect. Thank you. Alright, I do still need more ranks in riding, heavy armor, and also brawling and lance. Okay, let's see. Ah, Yaritza should be able to teach me lance, actually. now that I think about it.
There's her face.
Yes, perfect. Let's please make that a great result. That would be nice. I do kind of need that. Come on, let's go.
Perfect.
Perfect, thank you.
The glory of progress.
Okay, with a D+, I should be able to make it. Gonna take some brawling with Rhea. And then some riding with... Actually gonna have to see who I can take riding with. Hanuman, I guess, should also be able to teach me riding, so...
Really?
Probably gonna take it with him.
I am trusting you. You must, however, you will...
Oh, and I need to do her quests still, yeah, okay. Yes, we're going to go brawling with the Pope again. And I think one more should actually do it, because we have the bonus from the, we have the bonus from the sauna. So if we get one more great result, we will be done with brawling with her. And then we just need to get Casper to a B+ support so we can actually recruit him. Which is going to be a bit tricky now that I think about it, because Caspar is one of the characters that I want to leave unpaired, so we're not going to be taking him to dinner a lot. So I'm probably going to have to give him gifts and flowers and shit like that to actually be able to recruit him. Because oh no, wait, I wanted to pair him up with Hilda, didn't I? Let me double check. Yeah, okay, so it shouldn't be too hard then. Okay. Oh, I got confused there for a moment. No, Casper and Hilda is actually a very amazing support chain.
You must, however, you will.
He is the luckiest dude in the entire monastery. Yes.
The glory of progress.
Brawling.
You must be right. However, you will. May I ask a favor?
And let's do this quest finally.
I'm pleased to have been invited. I am grateful.
I'm gonna cheat and look up the tea party things for her, because I usually only have this one tea time with her, or two tea times, I think.
Of course.
The cats. I know she likes small animals, or the library's collection. I think, yeah, library's collection.
I see.
Okay.
Yes.
Our first meeting.
Of course.
Definitely.
Of course.
The ideal relationship. Let's go.
Of course. Have you grown accustomed to living in the monastery?
Can I say yes? Ah, no, I can only disagree.
I see.
Okay. Too bad.
How quickly this delightful time has passed. However, we must return to our work.
Alright, let's go.
I appreciate your effort.
Done. Oh, we got the first support with her. Nice. Let's watch that right away, because with Rhea, her supports are very, very narrowly timed, so you really want to watch them as soon as possible.
Welcome, Professor. This is the first time I have welcomed you here, is it not? There is no need to be nervous. Please, come closer. When you speak with me here in this room, you are not speaking with the Archbishop, but with Rhea. It's just me. Such a sweet child. My apologies. I should not be treating you like a child.
As Gerald's kin, somehow you don't seem at all a stranger to me. Speaking of Gerald, may I ask if he ever spoke of me to you?
I want to say he never mentioned you because that would be the truth, but since I want to gain support points with Rhea, we're gonna go with he said you were incredible.
Is that so? Unfortunately, I am unable to believe that such words fell from Gerald's lips. I want you to know that you are free to speak candidly. There is no need to spare me from the truth, however harsh it may be. Since you are here, shall I tell you about the Gerald that I knew? By the look of it, you haven't heard much about his time at the monastery, have you? When I first met Gerald, he was quite young. Why, he could not even grow a full beard at that point. On one fateful occasion, the band of mercenaries he belonged to fought alongside the Knights of Seiros. I was traveling with the Knights at the time, and Gerald jumped in front of an attack meant for me. He was gravely wounded, on the verge of death.
So the stupidity of sacrificing yourself for one little girl runs in the family. Good to know.
I tended to his wounds in a desperate attempt to save his life. Thankfully, my efforts were not in vain. Gerald managed to escape a seemingly certain death. I made arrangements for him to receive further care at Garrick Mach. The moment he was deemed fully recovered, I invited him to join the Knights. Well, it is not a story I have often repeated. Even at the monastery, there are not many who know that. I tell you this because, to me, you are the child of the one who saved my life all those years ago. And also...
And also?
Never mind.
Yeah.
It is nothing. I simply wanted to say that I trust you. By coming to visit with me today, you have... Well, suffice it to say that my day is brighter than it otherwise would have been. I thank you for that.
And there we go. Okay, we have one more point left. What do we learn with that? We could go with riding. Or we could go with heavy armor. I think we're actually gonna go with heavy armor, because heavy armor we need to get to D+ instead of just D. And... yeah. We're going with heavy armor. Let's go. Also, there's only like 2 people at the entire monastery who can teach me heavy armor, and they are not always available, so let's get that out of the way while we can. Save.
I may have...
Oh, perfect. That worked out almost immediately. Nice. And before we leave, very, very important, we need to buy all the fishing lure from this merchant.
Hello there. This one, yes?
This is important that you do this every single month, so that you have as much fishing lure as possible in Chapter 9 when you get to the Fistful of Fish event, which will allow you to catch multiple fish per catch, which means multiple times per Professor XP per catch, which will allow you to basically level up your Professor rank really quickly. We're going to buy 20 of this, I think.
I thank you. This one, yes?
5 of this.
I thank you.
And then I have to see who actually has their birthdays next month, so that I can see if I need to buy any tea. So this month we had Leonie. We still have to have tea with
Return soon, please.
the duel at some point. Next week, yeah. And then after that, it's going to be Petra, Catherine, and Dorothea. So we're gonna need 2 ginger teas. Oops. So we need 1 more ginger tea, 1 rose petal blend, and 1 Albany and berry. Okay, let's go.
Hello there.
Albany and berry.
This one, yes? I thank you.
1 time
This one,
ginger.
yes? I thank you.
And one of the super expensive
This
shit.
one, yes?
Okay, let's go.
I thank you. Return soon, please.
And this guy,
Hey, welcome.
he's most useful for buying poultry and wild game for the meals, but also for buying later on when you get to actually planting flower seeds instead of food seeds, pale blue flower seeds. Because pale blue flower seeds, if you plant them, will have a chance of giving you speed boosters, which are really, really useful. And also he has some items that you can gift, but
Come again.
I try not to buy too many of those because it's easier to just use meals. Alright, let's do some gardening and then we can leave.
Hi. My mistake.
Yes, I want to do some gardening, please. 7... Oh no, not 4. 5. 5. Let's go. And I think that should be it. Yep, let's have a tea party, let's go.
Did you need something? This tea is my favorite. How did you know?
I looked it up in a walkthrough.
Thanks.
Also, I have played Blue Lion so many times, I know most of their teas
Bitter,
by heart.
Is it not?
Alright,
Yes.
I'm counting on you.
Yes.
Dimitri.
Yes.
And perfect recipes,
Yes.
because I know he likes to cook.
I do not like classrooms. I would rather learn at my own pace.
Disagree. Sorry, my dude, but you're at an academy, and certain stuff comes with that, so. What's a walkthrough? Confused to do. Yeah. You know all those books that have been lying around the monastery? Okay. We're gonna have to do some inventory management. He gets the Chalice of Beginnings again. Oh, whoops. He gets the Blue Lion Brooch. I think we can actually... Do we have a broken axe yet? We don't have a broken sword, we have a broken lance, we don't have a broken axe. We have a broken bow. Okay, in that case... Marketplace, blacksmith, forge. We are forging this one, so that we can actually exhaust all the uses on this one and get a broken axe, which will be very useful for point farming shenanigans. Iron bow, iron lance plus. Let's go, iron lance plus. And I think we should also get a critical lance for Dimitri now. Or at least one critical lance for anybody, because we are going to need a critical lance in order to take out the Death Knight in the next chapter, so the sooner we can get that, the better. Iron lance, let's go. Blacksmith, forge. Oh, we can't do that yet. Professor level C plus or higher. Well, okay. We have to wait a bit longer, I guess. Does anybody need repairs? No, not really. Awesome. Sell that. gonna leave the battalion guild alone for now. And save. Okay, let's go. Mission. No, wait, do I need to certify anybody else? No, not really. Alright. So, in chapter 3, Ash had his family trauma, and now we're getting to Sylvain's family trauma. Typical Blue Lions experience.
It should be in our sights soon, Professor. The abandoned tower those thieves are using as a base. Conan Tower.
This area was the site of a massive battle several hundred years ago. That's when invasions from the north were at their peak. Back then, this tower was built for both surveillance and defense. It will be difficult to seize it.
You're very well informed, Gilbert. Please, tell us more.
Well, you're joking.
Dimitri's horrible
Professor,
with humor.
Did you see the local villages? They were in rough shape, no doubt because of the thief attacks. They're not going to make it through the winter in that condition. If the thieves had taken up pillaging in order to survive, that would be deplorable, but understandable. But this is something else entirely. It looks as though they destroyed those villages purely for pleasure.
So yeah, there's two interesting things here about this dialogue. The first is it changes depending on who your house lord is. I think Claude talks about like the strength of the relics, and Edelgard talks about how unjust it is that Miklan was disinherited just because he doesn't have a crest. And Dimitri talks about how apparently the thing that Miklan decided to do after he became disinherited was not to join a mercenary band or something like that. He is head of a group of thieves that literally pillages villages. Pillages villages? Okay, try to say that 5 times fast. Anyway, literally his first thought is, people are getting hurt, this needs to stop. And yeah, combine that with what Yuri said about how Miklan's band is known for like raiding villages, abducting women and all that shit. I have very limited sympathy for Miklan. Very, very limited sympathy for Miklan.
No matter what their reasons may be, that sort of behavior cannot be allowed. Ever.
Don't bother losing your head over those lowlifes, Your Highness. It's wasted effort.
Sylvain, the thieves' leader, the one who stole the relic, word has it he's your older brother. I know he's been disowned, but...
He is no longer a member of House Gautier, or my brother. He's nothing more than a common thief.
Are you sure about that? It would be understandable to find the situation, well, regrettable, to say the least.
Regrets? You must be joking. You know we're far past the point of regret. And it always falls on the younger brother to clean up the mistakes of their elders, doesn't it?
This rain threatens a coming storm. We must hurry and begin our war council before the heavens let loose.
Spillage would also rhyme with those words. All right. Once again, we do not want any of your people on the field. Thank you very much. You can have Happy again. So yeah, in this battle we will be supported by Gilbert. The problem is, on normal, Gilbert can basically solo this entire map. On hard, which is the difficulty that we are playing on, he might last a few rounds against the enemies that will be here. On Maddening, he dies in turn 1 or turn 2 the latest. So don't rely on Gilbert. He is a kill stealer foe, so we're gonna leave at least 1 or 2 characters down here. I'm thinking we're probably gonna leave either Dimitri or Ingrid down here, because both of them have very good movement points. But I think I actually want Dimitri to draw some attention over there. So I think we're gonna leave Ingrid and Sylvain, because those two have high movement classes. They will be able to make their way back up over to the rest of the crew very quickly, and they'll just be able to take out the reinforcements that spawn down here. So yeah, I think that's probably the best way to do it. We're also going to have to be very careful because there's a bunch of archers around here which can actually snipe at us across these walls. And I think this one in particular, if this one goes over here and attacks you here, Miklan will move from his tile, and we don't want that because we want to route the map. We need him to stay in place to let us actually kill everybody else first. We're also going to have to send one person over here with a key. That's probably going to be Ash, because Ash has lockpick, so I don't even need to give him a key. Alright, so Ash, you go over here. And I think that should be it. Let's save. Let's fight, let's see how it goes.